Hey guys, welcome back to a new video, and today I wanted to talk about something that I found very interesting that's been happening recently, or that happened recently. So as you may know, there's such things as limited print companies like Limited Run, Strictly Limited, I Am 8-Bit. These limited print games make physical copies of games that normally wouldn't get any, and that's usually indie games that are smaller in scale, where the developers can't really afford to publish the game themselves physically, and normally they would sell like their rights or whatever to a publisher that is interested. But when they're not interested, and they want to get that physical copy out there, they contact and make deals with these limited print companies that eventually make their physical games. Now that's all fine and dandy, and I think it's really cool that that's a thing, but unfortunately these limited print companies have evolved on the way they do their business, and now these limited print companies are publishing physical copies of games that have no right for them to do. And what I mean by that is, recently Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga has been announced to get a physical copy properly from Limited Run, and as cool as that may be, the fact that Microsoft is going through Limited Run to make a proper physical copy, not just for Xbox but for PlayStation as well, is so bizarre, given it's a multi-billion-dollar company. And like, these guys can do it themselves. They're going through the Limited Run route, and I think that's so dumb given how much money Microsoft makes every year. And I know Microsoft doesn't care about physical copies as much as they used to back on the Xbox 360 days and even the Xbox One days. It's just like very weird. And on top of that, Hellblade 1 is getting a physical on Switch through Limited Run. And I know it's been kind of a hot topic talking about like proper physical releases, whether the game is on the actual disc or cartridge, or if it's like a internet required to download the game, or a key card with Switch 2 now that that's coming out, or it's not out yet as of the recording of this video. But still, like, these multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar companies are too cheap to produce physical copies themselves and rather go through Limited Run. And I guess it's good business for Limited Run, but Limited Run has had issues in the past, and I am one of those people that don't like Limited Run. I stopped buying from Limited Run a year ago, and I'm trying not to support the company because I don't like their business practices. But what worries me with this Hellblade release, which has been happening for a while now, where limited print companies are releasing games that are huge franchises that are getting these limited print runs. And what really sucks is games like Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden got a release through Limited Run, and even though it was an open pre-order and you usually have a month to pre-order this stuff, once that month goes by, you're out of luck, and the closest thing you're going to get to getting it at retail price is if you go through Video Games Plus, but that stuff sells out instantly if you're not on the ball. And that's my problem, is like games that are that big, and Persona is a very popular franchise. So I think the Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 should not have been through limited print. It should have just been a retail release. But I think Limited Run, given that I know they do limited copies, I think games that should be retail releases like Persona or Hellblade should be offered through Limited Run like constantly. It shouldn't be a limited release because how big and popular those franchises are. I think they should at least offer that release for both of those games, including Hellblade as well, for at least a year or two. Like, offer it on their website constantly, have constant reprints for a whole year or two, and then after 2 years, that's it. They don't make any more, because a year or two is enough time for people to buy a game that they're interested in, especially games like that. And like the smaller indie stuff, like I'm okay with that being very limited or whatever, have it just be that month pre-order and then that's it. But Persona 3 Portable, as well as Persona 4 Golden, Hellblade, or even Hi-Fi Rush, and like the Yakuza games on Switch, I believe those are getting Switch releases as well physically through limited run. Like those games should be available for a year or two on their website, and after that just be discontinued from them, just to make sure everybody who wants one gets one. I know people, and I know you're gonna say that a month is enough time, but you know, life happens, like you forget, or your money is needed elsewhere for more necessity items instead of luxury items like video games. But I think a year or two for games that should be retail releases should be offered for a year or two and then discontinued on limited print companies, not just limited run like I Am 8-Bit, strictly limited premium edition games, those places. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this stuff? Anyways guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.